Hey, this is Skel with your dose of 80s goodness, Undercover. The show where we look at great VHS covers and check if they are true to the film they're trying to sell. We're looking at Midnight Horror, an Italian thriller with a fine-looking VHS cover. Ooh, look at this beauty. Great atmosphere and quite promising. We're expecting some nudity and gore, just like we're used to from other giallo films from that period, right? For those who might be scratching their heads, giallo is a subgenre of the slasher film that is unique to Italian cinema, where imaginative kills, a very stylish atmosphere, and usually a major plot twist at the end. Midnight Horror, also known as You'll Die at Midnight, starts with the story of a cop who is wrongfully accused of killing his cheating wife. As more and more killings of young women are taking place, the cop is accused of being a serial killer. With a story like that, you'd expect that cop character to be the main protagonist, right? Wrong. He just dies in the middle of the film as we follow the police inspector in charge of the case, as well as a profiler who are trying to find out who's really killing all these women. Sadly, there is no real originality in these killings, sometimes even bordering on ridiculousness. Also ridiculous is the film's twist ending with the reveal of the killer's identity, and it comes out of left field. It's never properly set up and feels like being tacked down on the story at the very last minute. In short, it doesn't really make much sense. Well. The film is also very light on the gore side, and there is no nudity in this film at all. I'm not saying that it should absolutely have it, I'm just saying that if a naked woman is on a cover, I expect to see a naked woman in the film. Midnight Horror is not a bad movie per se, just a lazy one. The confusing plot is told without much style, which should be a signature act in this subgenre. The actors are pretty bad and the film is just watchable and not very exciting. We can understand why Lamberto Bava, son of legendary filmmaker Mario Bava, chose to helm this under his pseudonym John Old Jr. It's a shame because the man has proven with his other films, Demons comes to mind, that he can do much better than this. So, Midnight Horror's cover versus film earns an 8 out of 10. The cover looks good and lures the client into checking this film out. The film itself deserves a 5 out of 10. It's not particularly bad, it's just a very boring film. Something a slasher/thriller shouldn't really be. You know something that's not boring? That's right, our regular animated series Skel and Ori, where you can find out what video game characters from the 90s are up to today in the real world. Watch it on our YouTube channel, and we also have other shows about 80s, 90s flicks and retro video games. The link is in the description. Bam! Thanks for watching Undercover, I'm Skel and I bid you a very fond farewell.